Hey guys, what's going on? Chad here, and I'm bringing you another MapleStory video, and it's time for another story time with Chad episode. And this video is going to be talking about my adventures in chorus class junior year of high school. And before I get into that, I just want to say that I was not exactly your ideal student in high school. I was a slacker. I didn't do my homework ever. I fell asleep in class many times. I hardly ever did classwork, and because of all this, senior year, I actually failed math. I believe I've said this before in other videos, but I actually didn't even graduate on time. I failed math, and because of that, I could not graduate on stage with my friends at all, and I had to take math over summer and graduate after summer. So guys, if you take anything at all away from this video, just don't be like me, honestly, especially if you're going into senior year, because I know a lot of you guys, your school year just ended. So if you're going into senior year, work your butt off senior year. You do not want to fail senior year. Don't be like me. Trust me. But if we can take a step back to sophomore year for a second, and it's time to pick electives for the next year, which would be junior year. Every time I would pick electives, because of the slacker in me, I would always try to pick classes that I knew I would get an easy A in. And obviously the easy A brings up the GPA. So I would always pick just classes that I could just BS and get away with it. So anyway, I stumbled across chorus class, and I picked it not knowing what was to come. You know, I thought by chorus class, all we would do is just sit in class and sing, and then leave class and be on with our day, you know. I thought we would just BS it and, you know, wouldn't have to do anything, but I was so wrong, guys. You really have to look into these classes before you finally pick your electives. Trust me, you do not want to end up in the predicament that I was in. So about a few weeks later, after I had already picked classes and stuff, the chorus teacher comes into my cooking class. I was in cooking class with my friend Joel, and the chorus teacher comes in, and she asks for me and Joel to follow her to the chorus room, and we're like, oh cool, maybe she wants to meet us or something, you know. And when we get to the chorus room, she asks us to sing her a song, and this was trying out. So obviously when I picked chorus, I had no idea that I would have to try out first. And you know, this kind of caught us off guard. We were just kind of like, and she's like, fine, I'll just pick a song for you. And we're like, and she's like, do you know America the Beautiful? And I was like, I've heard the song before, I'm sure I could do it. And then she's like, alright, sing it. And I was like, I thought you were going to give me a lyric sheet, I don't know the words. And she's like, you guys need to take this class seriously. And I was like, So anyway, she handed us the lyric sheet to America the Beautiful, and we kind of sang it together a few times until we got the hang of it. And then she was like, alright, sing it solo. And oh my god, it was embarrassing. But we finally got through singing it solo. You know, Joel and I each had a turn. And we not only did we have to do it in front of the teacher, but we had to do it in front of each other. So that was even more embarrassing, because, you know, when you do anything with your friends, you know your friend's going to be laughing at you. So it was really hard, but somehow Joel and I both made it. How we made chorus, I have no idea, because I am not a singer, guys. I will admit that right now. I suck at singing. How I made chorus class, I have no idea, but we made it. Then she starts talking about all the stuff that we're going to have to do in chorus. She starts talking about all these dancing and, you know, practices after school and concerts that we're going to have to do. And in my head, I'm just like, wow, what the hell did I just get myself into? And I remember walking back to cooking class with Joel, and we were just talking on our way back. And we're like, wow, are we seriously going to do this? And it was just mind-blowing how, you know, we expected so little, and then how it actually is, you know. Ugh. So fast forward to junior year, it's the very first day of school, and I had chorus second class of the day, so it was early in the morning, and I got there a little early, and I started seeing like all these guys come in, everybody comes in and sits down, and then finally everybody arrives, and I'm shortly realizing that this is not your everyday average chorus class. This is an all-guys class. And the teacher comes in and sits down, and she's about to talk to us, and this kid in the back, he was hilarious, guys. He was like, "So teach, where's all the women at?" And she's like, "Well, this is actually an all-guys class." And the dude was like, "What? I didn't sign up for this. I signed up to meet some women." And everybody just freaking lost it. Everybody was laughing so hard. And he pretended like he was going to get up and walk out. And the teacher told him to sit back down. And she started telling us as a class, like, we were going to have to dance and stuff. And he's just like, "Oh man, come on, teach, don't tell me that." And it was just funny. Basically she was just telling the class what she told us, how we're gonna have to dance and, practice after school and all this. Yeah, pretty much everybody else's reaction was the same as ours. Nobody wanted to dance at all. So the first few weeks of chorus class were just teaching us like breathing techniques when you're singing and stuff, and we were kind of having to do little solos here and there. And, we kind of warmed up to the idea. I mean, it took a while. It was embarrassing at first, having to sing in front of everybody. I'm not much of a singer, so it was really embarrassing for me. But you kind of get used to it, you have to. Because obviously you're going to be stuck in this class all year, so you might as well get used to it. So we were just going over, breathing techniques and stuff for the first few weeks. And then it came time to get ready for our big winter concert. And so for the winter concert, we had to do 2 songs, one of which was called Little Saint Nick, and I can't remember the name of the second song. But for Little Saint Nick, actually for both of our songs, for the winter concert, we really didn't have to dance at all, which was awesome. I thought we were going to get away without dancing the whole year. But at least for the winter concert, there was no dancing. But for Little Saint Nick, one of the guys came up with the idea to start the song with our backs facing the audience, and then right when the song would start, we would all jump and turn facing the crowd, and we would all be wearing hot pink shades. So, everybody laughed at that. But we actually went with that idea, and I remember the very first time that we practiced it, when everybody went to jump and turn, this one kid in the back on the highest bleacher, he actually fell off, and everybody busted out laughing. He was okay, luckily. I mean, that was a pretty big fall, but he was alright. It was just funny. I mean, obviously a classroom of guys, of course we're gonna laugh. But anyway, we got through it. We rehearsed constantly for this concert, and we made it work. So it came time to do the concert, and we were all pumped up. And we killed it, guys. Our class actually got the best reviews out of any class for both of our songs. So we actually got a little party, so that was pretty fun. And after that, after a week, she kind of let us, ease off, because, the final concert wasn't for a while. So she gave us a week or 2 off, just to kind of play around, and, we rehearsed here and there. And so, after our leisure time, it became time to start, working for the big end of the year concert. And so, like I said before, I was expecting that we were going to get through the year without having to do any dances because we didn't have to dance for the first concert. But again, I was wrong. So, for the end of the year concert, it's the biggest concert of the year. Every class is dancing and doing 2 songs each. So our 2 songs, I can't remember the other one. Oh wait, yeah, I remember now. Our first song was the Spider-Man theme song, and we had a little dance to it. And the second song was Hey Barbara Ann, or something like that, or Barbara Ann, I don't know. And we had another dance to it. And then we had to learn the intro to the concert, which was like a big group song every class, which that was easy. It was really quick. And we had to do a group dance and singing with one of the girl classes. So, you know, the guys got what they wanted. They wanted to, you know, be with girls. So we had not a duet, but, you know, two classes together doing that. And then at the very end of the concert, we had all the classes together doing Michael Jackson's Thriller. So that was how we, you know, ended the concert in a big shebang, you know. But, you know, our songs, the Barbara Ann song and the Spider-Man song, they really weren't that bad. I mean, the choreography, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I got it pretty instantly. The only dancing that I absolutely hated just because it was so embarrassing was the one where we have to join in with a girls class. And basically what we had to do is we had to, I forgot what song we were singing, but we had to get with a girl partner and we had to like hold hands and, you know, spin around and all this fancy stuff. And unfortunately for me, guys, I am 6'3", so I'm a pretty tall guy. This girl that she partnered me with was 5 foot. 5 foot, guys. So she is like insanely short. And we had to do this move at one point where we would have to make an arch with our arms and we would have to spin under it. And, you know, I would spin her first and then I would spin. And obviously her being so short, she could do it. But for me, since she was so short, the arch thing ain't happening. I could not get under her arm because I was too tall. And so the teacher actually saw this, and, you know, luckily she partnered me with someone else who was actually taller, and we got that job done. That was super embarrassing because, you know, the crowd could see everything you do. And, you know, there was pressure not to mess up, and, you know, we didn't really get to practice that one enough, and, you know, we messed up pretty badly on that song, and that was embarrassing. Then it came time to start rehearsing for Michael Jackson's Thriller, and we had to dress up in a black shirt, black pants, black shoes, and the white, you know, Michael Jackson glitter glove thing. So that was really awesome, actually. I actually enjoyed dressing up like Michael Jackson. But Thriller was actually really fun, and it was also great because I was in the way back so no one could see me. So no one could see me if I messed up or anything. So I was actually not really that embarrassed for that one. So that one was a blast. That was so fun. That was probably the best song of the night. You know, every class together just singing and dancing. You know, I'm not much for dancing, you know, fat guys don't dance, but, you know, that was probably the funnest I ever even had in that class. But, you know, it came time to do the concert, and it went really well. You know, we really didn't practice some of the songs as much as others. Like I said, with that, you know, girl class and guy class one, it was alright, but we kind of messed up a bit. But the other songs, we killed it. We did really great again. And it was a lot of fun, honestly. The only bad part of it was we had to wear tuxedos. And fat people we sweat. And I was about to die in this tuxedo, man. God, I was sweating so bad. It looked like I took a shower. It was gross. I destroyed a perfectly good tuxedo that night. But, it was a lot of fun. It was different, you know, fat people don't dance, like I said. But, you know, I enjoyed myself overall, I guess. But, I guess that's the end of the video, guys. Oh, wow, it's been like 15 minutes almost. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys for watching and listening if you stayed this far. Like, favorite, subscribe, comment, and toodles.